everyone, I wanted to make this video because this is something that was also in my mind a lot recently, and obviously something that I sort of realized as I was doing my dailies and just grinding out events. And it's something that I think everyone can learn from and understand, especially for F2P players like me. And it's that Wuthering Waves has kind of taught me to be more patient and consistent and more resistant to stuff like temptation to buy or just be reckless with money. I think I can speak for all gacha games here because a lot of them try super hard to trick you into buying most of their stuff and pull for the character that you want. And I know that Wuthering Waves or Kuro, even though it's a game that doesn't feel like a gacha game, does still have some gacha elements to it that I need to be careful of. However, since I started playing the game, the effort that I put in to all of these gacha games, especially right now in Wuthering Waves, has always been a consistent effort. And I think this mainly stems from the fact that I played a lot of gacha games before, that I realized most of their manipulative tactics and strategies. I'm not saying that everyone should stop spending on gacha games. I think everyone has the right to swipe, but kind of understanding that there are limits to how much you have to swipe is definitely something that everyone should be taking into consideration. I think the fact that I forced myself to stop spending any money on the game and play it every day as a habit kind of transitioned itself into real life, where I kind of stopped spending on dumb stuff that I don't really need, and that's something that I can be really grateful of. I used to spend a lot of money on Honkai Impact 3rd for no reason at all, and kind of tricked myself into thinking that this was a good investment for my YouTube channel. But in reality, I was just hurting myself mentally by giving in to these temptations. Spending hundreds of dollars on Horseshoe of Sentience doesn't seem fun at all once you realize what you've done. It does feel like a post-nut clarity in a way, where you realize that you actually have to lock in and keep the consistent work to get back the money that you just spent. The most awful thing about it too is that there isn't any satisfaction towards spending that much money. I think the best way to feel rewarded in these types of games is to actually put in some hours into it, and once the character that you want comes out, you can try to pull for them. But obviously some people will try to say, what happens if you lose the 50-50 and get Encore instead of the character that you want? Well, that's part of the company's game. They want you to feel like trash after all your hard work, but if you really like the game, you can instead keep moving forward and just accept that your luck might not be with you at that time. And I think the fact that you can accept that is a really good start at the right direction. Then you would have to start having the habit of saving at the start of the update, grinding resources patiently and not spending them all at once, just so in the end you are forced to swipe for no reason. As someone who is currently searching for a part-time job while also studying and making videos, I don't think I can afford to spend any money on any of the games I play. Obviously, the idea of spending has passed through my mind a lot when playing Wuthering Waves, but I always ask myself, do I really need this right now? And is it really worth it through all my hard work? Will I really feel like I need more than this? But in the end, I just decided not to spend, and I'm really happy that I was able to ask myself these questions. I think if someone wants to be an F2P player like me, ask yourself these questions that I mentioned before buying or deciding to buy something from the shop. Whether it's buying the battle pass or getting the subscription, I think it can help a lot. But then once I understood that part of what gacha games do to make you spend, I decided that I just need to be extremely consistent and patient with what I need to do to get my resources. And honestly, that's the best part about playing these gacha games, is being able to fight these temptations and enjoy the grind, playing the characters that you actually earned by playing the game. I think, however, that Wuthering Waves has made it a lot easier to not spend any money on the game, just by how the game is designed towards F2P players and how basically generous it is to play Wuthering Waves. But obviously this can be spoken to all gacha games that want you to spend so that they can earn money in their own malicious way. Trust me, if you're thinking about spending money, you will most likely not feel good about yourself at all, unless if you have a lot of money and this won't affect your financial situation. We've seen content creators like Tectone go completely homeless because of these actions. However, once he understood that this part of gacha isn't healthy at all, he started playing F2P. Obviously, he's extremely rich now, so I don't think it really matters, but just him knowing that is very important. So what I'm saying is, after all this talking, that Wuthering Waves has taught me to be sort of financially responsible, being also consistent and patient as well. Even though they are supposed to do the opposite in a way, I think fighting fire with fire can give you an extreme benefit to your account, or just you as a person, but also your perception and mindset toward these games. And obviously, I'm extremely grateful for that. So that was basically it for the video. It was just a small talk about something that I was, thinking about during the day as well, and how I realized when I saw all my resources go so high. I have like 1,000, I think, of these the spiral thingies, and I have a lot of resources now. I think I'm pretty set for the next update. And I realized that when I was playing all this time that I haven't spent money at all, and then just kept being consistent with my work, and just decided that I don't want to spend or lose to these temptations of greed and malicious tactics that these gacha games used. And I'm really grateful for that, and I think everyone should be able to have or fight these temptations, especially in these types of games. So it can obviously be applied to any gacha game, but this one was specifically for Wuthering Waves, because Wuthering Waves is actually a really free-to-play friendly gacha game that I actually enjoy. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Wuthering Waves content and other contents like this. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.